And we are live. I am Phoenix on Purpose, and this is Purpose Not Permission. If you're new here, welcome and thank you for watching. If you aren't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. On your way into the room, hit that like video so that the video can be distributed throughout YouTube. If you're watching the video replay on YouTube, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the topic. And if you're listening to the audio replay on my podcast, make sure you download the episode. Make sure you give it a 5-star rating. You can listen to the audio everywhere that pods are cast. So the title of my video for tonight is Learn How to Say No. Learn how to tell people no. Learn how to adopt a self-focused mindset. Learning how to say no is not selfish. You're being self-focused. You are focusing on your goals, your purpose, your dreams, your evolution, your highest and best version of yourself, your self-actualization. The only people that you are responsible for in this life are the people that you gave birth to, the people that you are financially obligated to, the people who live under your roof that you are actually personally, physically responsible for, your spouse, your partner, whomever you've personally obligated yourself to. You're not responsible for strangers. You're not responsible for blood relatives. You're not responsible for, anyone other than yourself. You need to be your number one priority. Me learning how to say no was the best thing that ever happened to me. Ever, ever, ever. Let me tell you something. During the pandemic of 2020, after I'd already relocated and moved here to my new state in Jersey, is when everything unraveled for me. When the pandemic happened, that's when I found my way just spiraling. I found my way to the internet, started watching the news again, dialed in and tuned into the frequency of this is what's going on in the world. It's chaos. It's COVID. Oh my gosh, the world's falling apart. The world's coming to an end. What do we do? Everyone's stuck in the house. Things just went totally haywire for me. And it has been a literal spiral ever since. And I had to sit down really with myself and say, what is going on with me? What is going on? What is all of this sadness? What is all of this grief? What problems am I taking on that don't actually belong to me? What is happening to me right now? What is going on that I actually need to address? What are the things that I'm being faced with? And then let me also monitor what I don't need to deal with, address, or face. Who do I need to tell no? Who do I need to start cutting out of my life? That's when a lot of separation happened. That's when a lot of a new version of me started to emerge. And I recently just really cemented my nose, and I have absolutely no guilt, none whatsoever. You can't get me on the telephone unless you have a check for me or an opportunity. Literally. I don't answer my phone. I don't. A lot of people really feel that focusing solely on what they have happening under their own roof means that you are selfish, you're self-centered, you are just all kinds of things. People come up with all kinds of names because a lot of us are taught that we don't matter. The world will dismiss us. A lot of us are taught that we are not supposed to be our number one priority, that we are supposed to tend to see to about everyone, focus all of our energy and attention, be the healers, be the nurturers, be the caregivers, be the ones to give the best and the greatest advice, be there for everyone, but who is actually there for you? When people are calling you asking, to borrow money, are you always the one who's available to loan someone $1? But who can you call when you need something? If you need a ride, who can you call? If you need a tire change on your car, who can you call? I'm just throwing out random things, honestly. When you need your grass cut, who do you call? When you need something repaired in your home, when you need a paint job done, who are you guys calling? Honestly, unless it's someone that you're actually paying, like a repair person, to get the job done. I remember someone in my family used to be the designated mover, the designated person that everyone would call when they were moving out of their house, moving out of an apartment. And one day he put his foot down and he said, I'm no longer the go-to when somebody's moving out of their, when somebody's relocating, when somebody's moving from house to house, moving from apartment to apartment. I'm no longer that person. You got to call a moving company. You have to hire someone professionally. And I saw how things in his life started to change. Things in his energetic vibration started to improve with him saying no. If you get more deliberate and more intentional about your no's, and not care at all what other people have to say, let people talk. Let them. They're going to talk anyway. Make sure that when they're actually talking, they're talking about your evolution. They're talking about the improvements that you've made. They're talking about the progress that you've made in your life. People are always going to have something to say, honestly. It is a wild thing. If more of us were more self focused, if more of us paid more attention to ourselves, we'd be a lot healthier, we'd be a lot happier. We'd be in, all of us would be in much better places and spaces in life. Um, I had to learn the hard way that the internet was driving me literally spiritually schizophrenic. Literally spiritually schizophrenic. I didn't understand this place. I have said this multiple times before. So I took it upon myself to really study the landscape, and I saw so much that I honestly really didn't need to see, but it taught me a lot about life. It taught me a lot about people. It taught me a lot about mindsets and how people operate. We're not a monolith. That goes without saying. None of us are a monolith. None of us are. It doesn't matter your color. It doesn't matter your gender. It doesn't matter your race. It doesn't matter. None of that. We're all unique. We're all different. We all operate in life differently. We all see life differently. I don't watch the news. Beyond COVID and a couple other things that I've seen, I don't watch the news. I just recently I turned on the internet a couple days ago. I went on YouTube for something that I was updating on my page, and I saw on the homepage a random flash came through, something about Trump. I didn't know Trump was on trial. I don't care. I know that sounds very I shouldn't say these things out loud. Honestly, I shouldn't. I sound I don't know how I'm perceived with that, but it just doesn't. When you say no to all the things that you have absolutely no control over, things that are not actively happening in your own life, everything in your own life starts to improve. I promise you. I have learned how to adopt a let them mentality. Oh, you're having another baby? Congratulations. Let them. They know they don't have enough money to take care of that kid. Don't let them call you to borrow money. They need supplies. They need this and that. You have nothing to give them. Let them. Congratulations. I hope you're happy. Oh, black men date white women? Let them. Congratulations. I hope you're happy. Trump's going to jail? Congratulations. Let him. I hope you're happy. Whatever it is, whatever the outcome is in other people's lives, if you learn how to say no, if you learn how to just focus on yourself, I promise you, your life will get so much better. Before I came to this internet, I use very specific language for my life, and I have always used very specific language for my life. In Center City, in most cities, most major cities, there's usually quote unquote no traffic, no parking. I have never parked my car and taken public transportation going to Center City ever, because I always told myself I will find a parking place. That is how my mindset is centered. I will find a parking spot. And every time I drove to Center City, I found a metered parking spot. I was able to park on the street, pay the meter, and not get a ticket on my car. Whenever oh gosh, y'all, I have these little mosquitoes that are coming in my house from outside. Sorry about that. If you're watching the visual on YouTube, you'll see what I'm talking about. Um, I use very specific language for my life. I don't ever say the B word, broke, ever. Never. Your funds are temporarily unavailable. You have to use certain language for your life. Sometimes you have to be delusional about your life And you have to let people say whatever it is they say, because people aren't living your reality. They just aren't. No one is living your reality except for you. If people have an opportunity for you, if people have a check for you, that's a different thing. Other than that, other people's mouths shouldn't be on you. This is your life. Learn how to say no. Learn how to reject other people's opinions. Learn how to reject other people's projections. What other people do in their life is all about them. That has everything to do with them. It has nothing to do with you. It is nothing about you. People don't even know you 9 times out of 10. People, especially social media culture, we have a very skewed way of operating and a skewed way of thinking. We look at all women as one thing, one monolith, especially if you have a specific outward physical aesthetic. We all think that everyone thinks the same. We come from all different walks of life. When we're speaking a roundabout ways about certain topics, it has to be this way that she's speaking. No, it isn't. I don't understand any of this social media culture and the language and the ways of thinking and the ways of operating. I didn't even know when you share someone's story on social media and you share it to your page, it tags their page. So it goes back to them as a DM. So it makes it seem like you're reaching out to that person when you're not. You're just sharing a post, something that resonated with you about something that they posted on their page. So I try to be really particular and really deliberate about not doing that anymore, especially with creating my own content. And you all can check out my threads on social media. Make sure you're following me at Purpose Not Permission, following me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Outlier for Purpose, checking out my community tab on YouTube, and following me on TikTok at Purpose Not Permission. I post a variety of content on all social media platforms, and make sure you're checking out my reels on IG. Yeah, but learning the landscape of social media, learning what this culture was, learning what this language was, learning the mindsets, how people operate, all these different movements and things that they've created for women, all these different ways that women operate, and these movements and groups that you guys have joined, and ways that group up and deal with your life, being a feminist, and these 4B movements and all these different things. Listen, ladies, I am the furthest thing from anti-woman. I am all about ladies. I am all about sisterhood. I'm all about unity. I did not have a broken or severed dynamic with my mother. We had a great relationship. She was my best friend. I think women need to be need to work to gain a level of higher self-confidence, higher self-assuredness, raise our own level of self-esteem, really work toward actually truly liking ourselves and only wanting what's best for ourselves, not looking at another woman, comparing ourselves to other women, or wanting what other women have, or wanting to be another woman. That's how women can actually maintain a sisterhood. Look at Oprah and Gail's relationship. I'm not sure who Lady Michelle Obama's best friend is, but it is very hard. If you look across the board at women, it is very hard pressed to find women who are in sisterhood connections. Ladies, we have to do better. If you are on online, ladies, trying to find a woman's group to gain your empowerment, and you are finding that in a space that is all woman and anti-man, but you are a heterosexual woman, I don't understand how that's going to work out for you, but you let me know. I'm going to let you, right? That's my learning how to say no. I'm not trying to fight against that. If you want to be a feminist, I'm all for it. I'm all for women's equality when it comes to certain things, but I'm also very much a realist, and I understand that ladies don't have the physical capability or strength to handle a lot of masculine positions, nor do a lot of ladies want to hold masculine positions. So I'm personally not a feminist, not at all, in any way, shape, or form. I am not anti-feminist movement. I'm just not a part of it, and I don't care to be. This 4B movement, whatever this new thing is that's out now, I don't know anything about it. I don't understand it. from what I'm learning, it's some kind of movement where ladies are angry with men and you're decentering men. Okay. Let you. I have adopted a learn how to say no, learn how to not get involved in other people's lives, learn how to really regain my own focus on my own life, work toward manifesting whatever it is that I want in my life for my life, fully knowing the universal laws of attraction, fully understanding the art of manifestation and reconnecting with myself and centering myself. Spiritually schizophrenic, I was all over the place mentally, not claiming my focus over my own mind, my own peace, my own time, my own timeline, understanding what I wanted to unfold for my brand, listening to too many outside voices, right? I am learning, reclaiming how to say no, learn how to say no. It doesn't matter what other people say about you. I think people are very fearful of public perception when it comes to, especially some women, we want to be deemed as nice. Nice gets you used, ladies. Nice gets you run over. Nice gets you railroaded. Nice gets you all the things that you do not want. Learn how to say no so that you can actually attract what it is that you want for your life. Nice is, I am going to act a particular way so that you will like me. I am not interested. I would rather be disliked and respected for being disliked because I'm being my authentic, genuine self. Learn how to say no. Learn how to say only yes to what is best for you. Learn how to only say yes to what it is that you want for yourself, the things that work best for you. Learn how to close your eyes and visualize your life and not see just tomorrow, not see just next week, next year. What is the full picture of what you want for your life? What do you want that to look like for you? And is what is being presented to you or what's being offered to you a mirror to that? If it is, proceed, move forward. If it's not, learn how to say no and do not care what other people think or what they have to say. You have to be delusional. You have to let them. You have to let people talk about you. Whatever it is you heard about me, go hear it again. Literally, go hear it again. This social media space, fully grown adults operate in a very immature way. Very immature. Whatever you heard about me, go hear it again. I mean that with every fiber in my being. Go hear it again. Please. You and whoever you're talking to about whoever, I need y'all to stay huddled up. Go hear it again. Keep it away from me because I don't care. Learn how to say no. You have to care more about yourself than you care about other people. It is not selfish, it's self-full. You are focused fully on you. People who become successful in life, people who get to wherever it is that they want to be in life, people who reach their personal level of self actualization, reach their goals, manifest their desired life, get the health that they want, the wealth that they want to maintain the weight that they want, get the relationship that they want, get the full life design, the full plan that they want. People who do that are very self focused and they master the art of saying no without caring what other people think. You are not placed here on earth to heal people, save people, help people, cater to people, mentor people, unless you are being paid. Have you designated yourself as a mentor or a coach? Are you being paid for your mentorship? If not, learn how to say no. Learn how to stop answering the phone. Learn how to stop responding to the text messages. Learn how to relax in your body. Because what is going to happen if you say no to them? What is going to happen? They're going to get mad at you. Okay. What happens if you say yes? You make them happy, but you make yourself angry because you've given away your time, your mind, your focus, your energy, your attention, talking about things that aren't your business, things that you don't care to speak about or talk about, things that are not helpful to you in your life at all. They aren't helping you get anywhere. I need a personal trainer. I need to do a photo shoot. I need a really good photographer. I need someone to teach me Photoshop so I can figure out how to create better YouTube thumbnails. I don't know how to work Photoshop. My brain cannot wrap itself around it. It just can't. I'm creative in different ways in other areas. My brain cannot wrap around certain things when it comes to certain paperwork and building websites. It takes me forever. That's what I need help with. That's what I'm focused on. I don't have time to focus on anyone else's life, especially someone who is in chaos. And what I had to realize is I was ushering chaos into my life because I was in a spiritual schizophrenic state and I was in chaos. My mind was everywhere. My attention was everywhere. My focus was everywhere. Knowing what I know, knowing the law of attraction, knowing the art of manifestation, knowing the universal laws of nature, I allowed myself to be spun in circles. That is literal spiritual warfare. I allowed it. I had to put the phone down. I had to recenter myself. I had to recenter my focus. I had to go outside, and this was a period of months. I have been on beautiful dinners. I went to the movies recently. I saw Zendaya's new movie. I love me a movie. I'm an old fashioned, old school. I love a movie theater. Go get my popcorn and have me a blast. I love it. I saw 2 movies recently, and I haven't been to the movies literally in years. I saw The Book of Clarence, which was really, really good. The Jay-Z and James Samuel movie, and I saw Challengers, the new Zendaya tennis movie. I saw that a couple weeks ago, about a week and a half or so ago. Yeah, I had to fully recenter myself. I had to learn how to get my happy back. I had to watch some funny stuff and start laughing again, get my happy hormones going, get some serotonin going in my body, go outside and get some natural vitamin D, some sunlight. I went and visited the farmer's market today. It's watermelon season. I got me 2 seeded watermelons. I'm so happy. I can't wait to refrigerate them, get them nice and cold and cut into them. I'll be doing some Instagram reels for that and making me some watermelon slushies. Like, I had to reclaim my mind. Like I said, I was spiritually schizophrenic. I was all over the place. When you involve yourself in other people's, and I have a lot of people that are angry with me right now, and I don't care. I don't care. I don't respond to DMs. I don't respond to phone calls. I don't respond to text messages unless you have a check for me or an opportunity. I am not there anymore. I have my own life to focus on. Other people's lives, what they have going on. Use the let them mentality. You wish them well. I am happy for you. I let you. Whatever you want to do, whatever works best for you, I let you. And what's going on in my life, what's working best for me, let me. Let me and leave me be unless you are coming to help me. Oh, that rhymed. I wasn't even planning on saying that. That was super corny. But yeah, I want to read you something real quick and I'm going to wrap this up. I wanted to make this a short video. I want to read you something from this book, The Secret. This is why I don't like people around me who complain. I had to tell a blood relative, hey, listen, I love you. I love you very much, but you complain too much and I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. I love you very much. You complain too much. And you know what she said to me? So-and-so just told me that too. But see, so-and-so, because let me not. Sometimes people need to hear something you've been telling them their whole life. They need to hear it from someone else. And so they need to hear it from someone else. Sometimes people cannot hear proximity. Number one, people are too close to you. People are too familiar with you. Familiarity breeds contempt. I can't say that word. Familiarity. When people are too familiar with you, it breeds contempt. People don't have enough respect for you until you provide some separation, till you provide some space, right? That person that I've been saying multiple things to repeatedly their whole life literally told me, somebody else told me the exact same thing. And because of their dynamic with that other person, they actually started to take heed to what was being said. But let me read this to you guys from the book, The Secret. If you are complaining, the law of attraction will powerfully bring into your life more situations for you to complain about. If you are listening to someone else complain and focusing on that, sympathizing with them, agreeing with them in that moment, you are attracting more situations to yourself to complain about. This is literally the law of attraction. And if you focus on yourself, if you focus on your life, if you get real deliberate and intentional, and if you really take a look at your life, examine your life circumstances, the situations that you've been a part of, things that have been happening to you and around you. The law of attraction, the laws of the universe, the laws of nature are absolute. They are not up for debate. These are literal laws. This is how the world operates. I know a lot of people go through life without being deliberate, without being intentional. A lot of times, my mouth on this internet has been reckless. I have not been very intentional, centered, and focused about using my words in the proper way. From this point forward, I'm making a vow to myself here and now out loud to be very deliberate, more intentional, and more focused about using my words in the proper way. I'm trying to undo my spiritual schizophrenia. All right, I want to read you just a couple more things and we're going to wrap this video up. Again, this is from the book, The Secret. The predominant thought or the mental attitude is the magnet, and the law is that like attracts like. Consequently, the mental attitude will invariably attract such conditions as correspond to its nature. Whoever it is that you are, however it is that you behave. If you are chaotic, you're going to attract chaos. If you're on a low vibration, a low frequency, if you're operating from your lower nature, you're going to attract the same exact thing. If you're operating from your higher consciousness, if you're operating from a high frequency, if you're on a 5D frequency, if you aren't even on this planet, because I promise you all, oftentimes, most times I'm not on this planet. I'm observing myself from an aerial view outside of my body. That's how you manifest and attract things into your life. Every single thing that I have in my life right now, I have no idea how. I have no idea. I promise you. When I say I have no idea in the physical sense is what I mean. I have no idea, but I've manifested everything into my life. Everything I have manifested with my thoughts. I barely even have to write things down. A lot of things I have written down, those are the things that I don't have yet. I close my eyes and I give it a dominant thought and I picture it and I say, this is what I want and this is what I want it to look like. And I focus on it every day and then I let it go. And then I go on about my life. I operate. I send a thought up to the universe. I say, God, this is what I want. This is what I want it to look like. And it's delivered to me. That is how it works. I know you don't hear a lot of folks who look like me speak this way and teach you about these things. But if you hang in with me, I can teach you a thing or two about a thing or two. I promise you. I'm not talking about in this social media space. Y'all see, I'm barely here. I'm barely here. There's also the law of absence creates the law of absence. The law of absence is how I will leave that. I wanted to read you guys. Oh, here it is. The pictures you receive from the transmission of your thoughts are not on a television screen in your living room. They are the pictures of your life. Your thoughts create the frequency. They attract like things on that frequency. And then they are broadcast back to you as your life pictures. If you want to change anything in your life, change the channel and change the frequency by changing your thoughts. There are certain films, there are certain shows, there are certain books that people who vibrate on a higher frequency pay attention to. Even movies, I promise you, certain things are just, let me read this, because see, a lot of people may think that I'm being distasteful. These are things that are literally written down. It says, if you see it in your mind, you're going to hold it in your hand. The more deliberate and intentional you get, the more deliberate and intentional you can get about manifesting your life. People who have drawn wealth into their lives use the secret, whether consciously or unconsciously. Whether consciously or unconsciously, if you focus on, I'm broke, I don't have it. Oh my God, I got all these bills. I have all this debt. Oh my God, I don't know where my next paycheck is coming from. I don't know where the money is coming. You will have more debt. There will be more lack. You will have more bills to pay. You will have more no opportunities, no way to get things done, no way to care for your basic needs. That is the lower level of the Maslow's hierarchy of need. You're in scarcity mindset. You are in survival mode, scratching and crawling to survive. That's why shows like Good Times did not resonate with me. I don't want to watch that. I did not want to watch that. That does not resonate on my frequency. I watched The Cosbys. That resonated on my frequency. I watched Law and Order. That resonated on my frequency. Some of my favorite movies, Miss Sloane, Molly's Game, things that are just of a higher intellectual capacity, things that make me think, things that teach me. It's a movie about lobbyists. Molly's Game is an actual true story. Molly Bloom. She was a high stakes, she ran a poker ring. A self-made millionaire ran a poker ring. True story. That movie is so good. Yeah, certain people who operate on a certain frequency, who bring higher things, higher vibrations, all your wants and needs into your life, use the secret, and we do it in a way where you tell other people no, you stay focused on what it is that you want, you operate in total delusion. You don't care what other people have to say. You maintain your centered space, your focus, your balance, your personal well-being. You. This life is about you. Again, if you have children, whomever you gave birth to, whomever it is that you are financially responsible for, legally obligated to, anyone outside of that is not your focus, not your problem, not your responsibility. There's one last thing in this book that I wanted to read to you. Yeah, your thoughts become things, but there's a very specific part. All right, here it is. This last part I want to read to you. As you think of yourself living in abundance, you are powerfully and consciously determining your life through the law of attraction. It is that easy. But then the most obvious question becomes, why isn't everybody living the life of their dreams? Here's the problem. Most people are thinking about what they don't want, and they're wondering why it shows up over and over again. The only reason why people do not have what they want is because they are thinking more about what they don't want than what they do want. Listen to your thoughts and listen to the words you are saying. The law is absolute and there are no mistakes. An epidemic. Okay. There's one. Okay. This last part. When you focus your thoughts on something you want and you hold that focus, you are in that moment summoning what you want with the mightiest power in the universe. The law of attraction doesn't compute, don't, not, and no, or any other words of negation. It doesn't. It does not. That's why that positivity is so important. It really is. It's a different frequency, it's a different energy. As you speak words of negation, this is what the law of attraction is receiving. I don't want to spill something on this outfit. The law of vibration, the law of attraction is actually manifesting. I want to spill something on this outfit and I want to spill more things. I don't want a bad haircut. It's translating, I want bad haircuts. I don't want to be delayed. You know how you leave out for work, you get on the road, you get on the frequency and you tell yourself there's going to be traffic, there's going to be traffic, there's going to be traffic. I'm going to have an accident. It happens. If you tell yourself, I'm not going to be late for work. I know I may have left late, but I'm going to get there on time. You will arrive on time. I know it sounds hokey. I know it sounds crazy. I know a lot of people don't believe in it. But honestly, again, let them. It's the let them theory. Any and everyone who has gotten what they wanted for their life has gotten what they wanted by thinking about it first, picturing it in their minds. Sometimes some people need to write it down. When they say you write the vision, you make it plain. But if you hold that predominant thought in your mind, you close your eyes, you visualize it, you see it, you say to yourself without a shadow of a doubt, I don't care what he says, what she says, or what they say, especially if they are not active in your life. If they do not do anything for you, it doesn't matter what they say. The universal law is very intentional, it's very deliberate. If you say, I can't handle all this work, then that translation is, I want more work than I can handle. That's what was happening in my life until I sat and I said, let me be quiet, let me be still, and let me listen and let me figure out, okay, what do I need to do next? How do I need to structure this? What do I want this to look like? Oh, okay, here we go. This is what I want this to look like. This is how I'm going to structure it. This is my next move. It's very deliberate. It's very intentional. If you tell yourself, I am going to lose weight. I am going to lose weight. I am going to get in that outfit. I am going to get in that outfit. Buy the outfit. 5 sizes too small. Hang it up in your closet. Look at it every single day. All of a sudden, your eating patterns will change. Your eating habits will change. Your behaviors will start to mirror what it is that you want. It's like a magnet to you for your life. You visualize and you see, okay, this is what I want my visual to be. This is how I want my hair to look. This is how I want my makeup to look. This is what I want my jewelry to look like. This is what I want my outward aesthetic to look like. This is what I want my home layout to look like. That's the car I want. That's the relationship that I want. That's the position that I want. That's how I want my career structured. This is what I want for me. This is what I want for my children, you know? This is the life that I want to create for my children. If you're a parent, if you get deliberate, if you start using very specific language, if you start getting very intentional, learn how to say no, learn how to tell people no, zero guilt. Let people think whatever, let them say whatever, operate in delusion and keep getting the things that work best for you, the things that you want sent into your life, the things that make you feel good, the things that are best suited for you, best for you. The law of attraction is giving you what you are thinking about, period. Literally, it says period in the book. I know that's social media culture and language. I don't really adopt that language, but the law of attraction is giving you what you are thinking about. End of sentence, period. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Love, travel, and manifest. Live your life of purpose without asking anyone else for permission. Thanks everyone for joining. Make sure you catch the audio replay. Make sure you download every episode, give it a 5-star rating. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about the topic. Like the video on your way out of the room. In case no one told you today, I love you. Okay? Love you with agape love. I love you because I love myself. I want the best for you because I want the best for myself. I want the best for humanity. Abundance is available to all of us. I want the best of everything that life has to offer for myself and for everyone else. I want everyone to be happy. I will check in with you soon. Thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, and I'll catch you in the next video.